So talking about the possibility of not having a end of the year graduation party or session party, if there is any school that is planning along that way, I don't think it's very, very good. When we consider the economic situation of Nigeria, fine, a lot of people are still struggling. A lot of people are thinking we are still struggling to pay our teachers. How then can we dabble into a graduation ceremony? If you ask me, it is not easy to organize end of the year party. As a school, you have to spend a lot of money because as a school, you don't have to depend on the money you are going to take from the parents. Probably the money they have asked each of the students to contribute. If as a person you rely on that, you are going to fail woefully. So probably because of the economic hardship, many schools be thinking or they might have decided not to have the party. But I want to encourage us this evening that that will not be wise enough because the end of the year graduation party is an avenue to grow our school, which we are going to talk about by the special grace of God this evening. And I know as many of our speakers will join us and the people that will speak to us, and by the time we share our experiences, we are going to look at the pros and cons of organizing end of the year party. But from my end here, I say yes to it. Why? Because of the advantages that are attached to the end of the year party. Thank you very much, Mr. V.
Yes, ma. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you so much. So it's an avenue. You don't throw away such opportunity of financial finances and growth for your school. Mr. Afonso, I saw you raise your hand. Okay, he was just here briefly. Mr. Okay, Afonso Z Praise, you just changed your name. You wanted to say something. You're allowed to speak, please. Okay, okay, that's okay. So thank you, Mrs. Beckley. Graduation ceremony is very, very important. Let's ensure we do that. So, straight to the point, straight to the point. Let's now hear from us. We can also add, and let me say this very clearly. Let me say this very clearly. Why we encourage us to speak is that if you look at our group is school owners and teachers, and that means we have more school owners as we have teachers there as well. And when you are able to speak and produce great content for us, you don't know who is listening. I mean, get back to us and say, please, man, that person that said this, can I get the contact? I don't know how far that little thing you've done can take you. I want you to just look at it, look at it. Even though you have a question or you have, just make sure you are participating, you are active, either by attendance or by contribution. Even if you have a question, please don't be afraid to speak. This is Telegram. Your numbers are not even showing that you say, okay, I know this person number, this person that has this kind of question. No, just be free to discuss because today is roundtable discussion. So that it's not just one-sided discussion. Please, thank you very much. Now, quickly, we are stepping into the areas that help school growth. Graduation ceremony, how it helps the school to grow. Mrs. Ogunye, you are very welcome. So let me start with you. We are looking at how to grow a school. Can you just give us some few points on how a school can experience growth through the graduation ceremony? You're welcome. Mrs. Ogunye,
Very much, sir. Good evening, sir.
good evening, man. You're welcome. Glad to have you. You can go ahead, man. We are listening, man.
Are you talking to me? Can you please repeat
Yes.
it?
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. I said that. I said we have no problem. We have reached. We are in the level where we are going to be unveiling ways school can experience growth through their graduation ceremony. So you are just going to give us some of the points that all of us can learn from to experience
Oh,
school growth throughout. Yes, please go ahead.
all right. Thank you very much, sir. Growing our school via our end of the year program, it can come in various ways. Number one, we can do that firstly by having the mindset that I am not going to repeat some of the programs we did last year. That is, having the mindset that I want something new. If our program, the agenda on the program is about 15 programs, 15 items, fine. Okay, last year it was 15. Out of that 15 that we intend to do this year again, 5 or 7 of it should be something new entirely. So that alone will make parents to look forward to our end of the year program. That's number one. And then when they have the desire to look to be anticipating
Look
that,
forward,
oh,
yeah.
what are they going to present? What are they going to present? It's going to be something nice. That alone shows that the parents have expectations in the school that no, they are always coming up with something new. And parents will always want to align themselves with something new. Indirectly, you will be sustaining the enrollment of your school. That's one aspect to it. Number two, another thing is that having this end of the year program is an opportunity even to showcase some of the programs or craft work or whatsoever that the school must have engaged in during the session. It's a time to exhibit it. And even some of the things they want to exhibit, I'm telling you, can even sell some of them out. For instance, I remember some years ago when we were into poultry, we asked the children from the secondary school to rear the chicken, and during the July we sold it. We asked them, oh, yeah, come and invest in it. We didn't tell them this is the actual price. Okay, come and encourage us. Do you get it now? And the parents were happy. They have to encourage their children by buying the something. So that's another way of um, maintaining growth and everything through our end of the year uh, program. Am I permitted to move on, or can I stop a little for others to speak?
You can move on, man. Just move on. Maybe two others. It's okay.
Okay. Now, and another thing is that even end of the year program, we can try to entertain our parents in terms of food. The Yoruba people have a saying that when you satisfy people with food, they have this peace of mind, and then they tend to say good things about you, even though we are using their money to take care of them. But then anybody that eats your food, even let me I don't want to say it 100%, but I tell you 70% of it is correct. The parent goes a long way to advertise your school because they have eaten, and not just ordinary having good food. That's why the end of the year program should not just be scanty something. The parents go back home, have something to fall upon or whatsoever, and then okay, oh fine, me will school last. I don't know. We may say it's minute, but I tell you, it goes a long way because of so many things we experience around and some other things like that. And then the activities that we showcase, when it inspires the parents, they go about advertising the school because of what their children are doing or what they did, what they presented during the prize given day. I hope you understand. You can go outside and advertise. That's why your prize given day should not just be a shallow program. Let me stop here for now, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I'm already giving a very great round of applause for you. Thank you very much for that contribution. Don't forget, it's not only us, it's a roundtable discussion. Please do well to raise your hand if you have something to add or a question to ask. Otherwise, in the next 15-20 minutes, we'll be out of here. So please. Okay, Mrs. Beckley, ma'am, can you portray that with some other points of how we can grow our school before I make my comments on this point that we listed? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Obi. Mrs. Ogunye has spoken so well about some of the things we can do during our end of the year party session that can grow our school. And the 3 points she mentioned, they are very powerful ones. So I would just like to mention more. The first thing I think we should do as school owners, whereby we can seize the opportunity of the party to grow our school, is what I call when you foster community engagement. What do I mean by that? You know, we are in a community. Our schools are situated in a particular community. It is not compulsory that every child in the community must come to our school. But by the special grace of God, through whatever decision we have taken or whatever we have been able to put through the end of the year party, there is a tendency of us winning over some of the community children and their parents. I said we should foster the community engagement. That means there is an opportunity for us to invite some of the people in the community. Because there was a time a friend of mine that owns a school invited me to a party. At the gate, I saw that they were just sending a set of people back. You know, they were just onlookers. They wanted to come in. Probably they wanted free food, fine. Probably because they just wanted to know what was happening there. In the course of sending those set of people away, she was losing a lot. I eventually told her, and I believe the next year she didn't do that. Invite the people of the community. Let them come in. Their children did not, there is no need for their children to be attending your school. I wanted to give a very good example. I think about 2 or 3 years ago, I invited a particular woman in our community. The woman has a church in the community. I just invited her. I made her the chairman of the occasion. You know, when she came, we were well prepared. The program was very sweet. Everything was fine. You know, we took care of her. We attended to her as if she was a queen. She loved it so much. Like Mrs. Ogunye said, like I normally do in my own school, I normally invite all the parents. Like I said before, I'm not sure the number of people that were here when I said, when you are organizing your end of the year party, you must not have the mind that it is the money that the parents are going to give you that you rely on, because that may fail. Whenever I was preparing for my end of the year party, I always set aside a particular amount of money. It depends on whatever I have decided to do. Like last year, I can assure you, and I'm not exaggerating, I spent more than 200,000 to be able to feed my parents, to be able to add this, to do this, to do that. There was never a time that I've done my end of the year party that people will not be saying, no, Berkeley, they really try. They are really, really trying. You know, it's a PR. It's a very wonderful PR. Do you know what happened after inviting that woman? She left. The next session, the woman has been bringing, I think she brought 2 of her grandchildren. You know, the children came from Abeokuta. So she now asked them to attend our the lesson, you know, the lesson that we normally do during the third term, you know. And because of the way the children were attended to, the madam just called me. My grandchildren said they will not be going to Abeokuta again, or that they love our lesson. No, the woman was able to send the children because, number one, we invited her. She was impressed with what she saw. That was the reason. That was before I knew what was happening. The children, they became members, pupils in my school. That was not alone. The woman started telling all her church members about Berkeley Academy. You have to take your children to Berkeley Academy. As I'm talking to you now, if I'm not exaggerating, the woman has brought more than 20 children to my school. And do you know that when she brought one person, that person will bring another person. That person has been bringing another person. If the number of people, even I'm trying this year, I have this plan of blessing the woman with whatever little result. We are going to invite her again, definitely not as the chairperson, a guest of honor. No, that is a very wonderful one. If you can do that, you are fostering your community engagement. People will love it. Fine, people love free food. Get prepared to give it to them. Don't be shy. Don't think of I'm going to spend amount of money like this. No. You are not spending all this money in vain. You are using it as a PR something. So it is good to do that. Then I wrote something down here. You know, during this end of the year party, there are so many opportunities. Like Ms. Ogunye said, you can showcase your student works and projects. Then during this time, you can even expose your future plan. You can expose your future plans. I remember last year, I have not started the SS classes. I stopped at JSS 3, and for so many reasons. Then during the last year, Patrick, I spoke with my parents that okay, come next year we are going to start our SS classes. Come and look at the way people are jubilating, because some of them there after the party came to me that we will have some of our friends wanted to bring their kids to our school because they were thinking that because of we are stop at JS 3, they will not like a situation where they will be going about again taking their school after the JSS 3. That was a very wonderful one. They were able to open up to me. They came to me, and yes, because what did I do? I just exposed my future. Something wonderful about the future of the school. Tell them if you are promoting yourself, you are telling them this is what we plan. Okay, next year, if you are here, we are going to take our children on excursion. We will be visiting the museum in Lagos. We'll be going to Abeokuta. We'll be going this place. Parents love things like that. The graduation ceremony is a very wonderful opportunity to showcase your future plans. They will love that. They will appreciate that. Then again, we have to appreciate our parents. Some of our parents, that's my thought point. Some of our parents, they are so extraordinary. They have behaved well. They have supported us in so many various ways, physically, spiritually. They are jolly good fellows. I know of a parent that I'm going to bless during this end of the year party. The woman, Mrs. Oriowu, somebody recommended our school to her. The woman, immediately people come to their to the she lives in a rented apartment. But immediately the new people they come in like this, we just let's go to Berkeley Academy. That's the school my children are attending. That was a very wonderful one. Such a parent, nothing stops you in the presence of other parents and guests, even those people that their children are not coming to your school. Bless such a person, elogize the person. They are there. I have many parents like that. Then I plan to do something during this end of the year party. I have some children in my school. They started from the creche. Do you know that some of them are now in GS 3? When I said from the creche, yes, imagine that means the minimum time they are spending in my school is about 7 or 6 years. I said, I called my HM, we are going to bless these children because they are children, our special children. I call them Berkeley Academy foundational children. So we are going to bless them. There is no parent that will not love you when you do such a thing in your school. Then there must be an open discussion. That is a gimmick. When I said open discussion, you and your teachers, your students might have planned it. You are going to call some of the students. This is what we are going to say about the school, and genuinely, you don't have to enforce it. When the school is doing well, your students know also. Many a time my children will come to me, mommy, we enjoy you so much in the class today. There was a time I said I'm going to get a new English teacher. About 4 or 5 of them wrote a letter to me. Mommy, do you mean you'll not be coming to our class again? You like the way you explain. I was taking their English language and civic. You say we enjoy your civic class and Yoruba. I will explain to them, I will dance, I will demonstrate. They said there was no way another person will be able to do that. You have told them, tell them, and some of the parents, they are on your side. Let there be an open discussion about your school. When I say open discussion, you might have told the MC, okay, MC, give us about 10 minutes. We want to promote our school. Okay, you parents who are here, do you have any beautiful things to say about our school? Please come out, children come out. Under 10 minutes, but like I said, if you are not sure, don't try it too. If you have been a kind of a school owner, you have been fighting your teachers, I mean your parents, you don't have good record in the community. You are the one that will be fighting everyone in the community. They know you. That woman is coming. She called herself the school owner. There was a time they were painting. One of my parents was painting one school owner in my area black and blue. I was the one telling them, please don't do that. Stop that. Because if you join them in doing that, you will be the next. I was discouraging them, telling them that probably they made the woman to be angry. I know the woman, very good and very nice person. So that's why we have to have a good relationship in our environment. Let them come out. Let them come out and talk about your school. Your teachers also. Then you need to bless your teachers. You have to bless them in the presence of everyone. Those that are doing wonderfully well, there is no way you not encourage them, so that it will help others to follow in their footsteps. Then apart from that, you have to improve on your school. Am I permitted to continue, or should I leave the
Yes,
floor for others?
this
Yes,
this one point is okay. Okay, I mean,
yes.
sorry.
Let
The next point you want to give, go ahead, man.
Okay, okay. I wrote something. I would like that you have to showcase. No, 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 no. That is not. You have to improve on your school culture. When I say good culture, whatever any part of the country you are from, Yoruba and Hausa woman, Igbo woman, we all have culture. When I say improve on your school culture, you look at the kind of environment you have. Do you understand what I'm saying? If there are things you can do culturally, when I say culturally, there are some people you can help one way or the other. I remember a particular woman in our community. No, the woman has about 5 children. I don't know her from Adams. None of her children attend my school. She washes clothes around and about, crying about no food for the children, no place. Then she became pregnant again. They said immediately the man impregnated her, the man would just run away. Then there was a day everybody now, they were now kind of trying to gather money for the woman, 15 naira, 100 naira. And I called the person when they came to school, mommy, school, please, what will you do? I said, what is her problem? They said she's in the hospital now, that they're asking for 35,000 naira. I said, is that all? I had to give her the 35,000 naira. Not necessarily because I'm too rich, no. I know it will be a very wonderful PR for me. And do you know that singular had everybody, it was all over the place. Mama Beckley did this. Mommy Beckley did this. Mommy. Do you know that because of that, people are bringing their children to my school? That is not alone. There was a kind of a gulch in my school. I have so many schools surrounding my school. It's a general route that even the children from other schools, they will have to pass during the rainy season. The children will have to be dodging the gulch. You know what I did? I called some of my JS1 to 3 students. I said, we are going to work. I look for cement, the cement sack. We put sand inside the sack. Then I called the laborer. We were able to produce a local bridge. Do you understand? And every person, all the people were passing through the bridge. Do you know what some people did? They came to school knocking at the school gate. Mama Beckley, God will bless you. You will live long. You have helped us. You have our burden. You have removed some of our burdens. Oh, we cannot cross the bridge successfully. Even my husband, when he came, my husband is the chairman of the community. He told me that they were not even thinking along that line. He was so happy with me that who gave you this impression? Who asked you to do this thing? I say it's God and the Almighty Holy Spirit. So because of that singular heart, people were just bringing their children to Beckley Academy. Can you imagine that? So apart from the end of the party, I've told you so many things you can do. I've told you that you have to promote your parents that has been so extraordinary. You have to bless your teacher that has been so good. You have to engage in a community engagement to foster your community engagement. You have to showcase your student work. You have to expose your future plan. So many other beautiful things. I still have some other points here, but I would like other people, because we are all here to learn. This is a round table. I would also like to learn some things. There was a time, particularly, I think last year, I called Mrs. Ogunye. Yes, thank God she's here with us. I said, Mrs. Ogunye, I don't even know what to give my children at the end of the year, this year. That was last year. Can you just give me some little tips? Do you know that what she told me was very wonderful? My HM was there, we were clapping for her, and we did it, and it worked. So that is it. There's a need for us to share our experiences here. So people listening to us, I want them to talk too. We don't want to be the only one doing the talking. Thank you very much, Mr. B, for the time given to me. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Also, a very round of applause for you for what you've said. And what she has also said to us shows that the points we are giving are practical. They are things that work. She backed it up with testimony. So, yeah, thank you very much for that. So, before I come in, I want to ask if there are persons who want to add one or two things. Remember what I said from the beginning. When you contribute in things like this, you also make yourself known. It's also part of your own personal advert for yourself. So, can you tell me, can any of us tell us any other points you want to raise regarding school growth? It's a roundtable discussion, like I said, and I won't wait too long so that we don't stay too long. If you have something to say, you can always raise your hand. Many of us mic have been unmuted from here so that you can do that. Okay, since we are coming on, I will just go straight to a few other things. Now, how to grow. Don't forget the program is how to grow your school through your graduation ceremony. And I want to add a few other things from my end. And one of them is leverage on the opportunity of social media. Social media, you have to put yourself out there online, but you must be very careful when you are doing this. Now, I see some schools that want to make themselves known, and because of doing that, they demarket themselves. So I remember one time, sorry, I think there was a cut there. I remember one time, I have to be careful, and emotional intelligence and leadership skills, political leadership skills must be applied here. Because I know there are some parents who have been very outstanding, and in order to make those parents happy, you want to use their children to make presentations. And you know very well that this child cannot function in this particular capacity. Please do not use any trying to please a parent to go against your school. Remember, the bigger picture is your school. Parents will go and come, teachers will go and come, students will go and come, but your school will remain. So it's better you put those children whose parents have been very wonderful, give them, let them participate, but don't let them participate in roles that are going to be very obvious. It's like maybe people are acting drama. I did that one time when I needed to put some children. I knew that these children were not very good, but they wanted to participate, and the parents were wonderful. So I made them crew members. What do I mean by crew members? It was a drama piece, so I made them crew members. That is, they will be the one that will bring in the logistics. But in the rehearsal, I made it look like those crew members are part of my team. They are my co-directors. So I will give them a special tier. While all those who are acting, I'll just do as if, okay, you should relax. These are the directors. Just to boost them, and their shoulders will be high. Yes, I'm part of. But I knew what I was trying to do. So it's very important in doing this to, give the best, but know how to go about it, because your goal here is to market your school with your best hands. And there's another one. You have to directly tell them. When you are studying marketing online, there's something will tell you, is it click, call to action, CTAs. Now, directly tell them, invite others. As simple as that. Invite. Some people may not even understand the game, or some may just be so, please, if we should do fast, let me leave this bit. But by the time you tell, make sure you use your words to tell them about your graduation ceremony. I trust that we will be helped in this coming ceremony we have. Now, before I also give room for others, permit me to also emphasize some of the things, remind us of some of the things that I've said. He said, no repeating of programs. That's where Mrs. Oguye was speaking. I want to speak on a few of them. No repeating of programs. How do we do it? Please, we have AIs. We have ChatGPTs and many search engines you could use. You have to go online to search for beautiful programs that you can do in your school. And please take notes. Be careful of mindless copying. There is a way some of our parents will be very intelligent, and they will see what you are doing somewhere else. Know how to model than replicate. Maybe you see, something has been done in a particular place and you just dubbed it. Try to add some spice, make it more beautiful. I remember one time I coordinated a drama for a particular organization, and I told the teacher to do the same thing. And that teacher, when she was doing it, I noticed how she made it better. When they started acting that play, I was like, in my mind, I was like, this is something I did last year. Why are you doing this? Only for her to take it further. And I was like, wow. I went to just appreciate the teacher and say, this is beautiful. So in copying, let's make sure that, and in trying to, not repeat a program, make sure you are able to add spice to what you are doing. Also, take notes of any presentation you are making. Take notes of the kind of students you have, your audience. Please take notes about these things. If, for instance, you want to do a presentation and certain pattern will not work in your school, don't force it. don't force it. I trust that will be highly helped in that area. So you should show your crafts. Another thing with this shows that why whatever you want to do on the graduation ceremony should have started if care is not taken, either first term or second term, because the crafts you want to do in your graduation ceremony should have been prepared maybe second term. And this craft may not be too difficult. Maybe, for instance, teachers that are teaching some subjects like maybe creative arts and home economics, like Mrs. Ogui also spoke about farmers. Just you don't need to do too much about it. Like I was telling the school owner, I think yesterday, 2 days ago, that whatever introduction, innovation you want to bring into your school, please make sure that it is something that your teachers can easily embrace without feeling overburdened. It's very, very important. You are not doing it because of the teachers, you are doing it for your school. There's this politics around school ownership. So if you want to do those crafting, try and make sure it is around a subject that they are doing, and in a way that it's beautiful, but then the teachers will not see it as if which kind of extra work are you bringing for them. I trust that. Also, okay, feeding. This is another thing. Maybe if you have experience of, we did this last year, but we can repeat it. If you have experience of parents fighting over food in your school and how to address it, maybe Ms. Beckley will just summarize that for us. So this is where I would draw the curtain on my part. Mrs. Beckley, also thank you very much for exposing future plans. And please take note also before I round up, sorry. There are different areas. Please, whatever we are saying, go back to your drawing board, check how can I implement this. If your school is in a rural area, please, you can still give the beauty that you want to give, but it doesn't have to be, like I told you, you can put the idea of urban areas, but then it should resonate with the calibers of people you are doing that for. You can't be, if for instance you want to sell a craft and you are selling a craft in a riverine area, make sure that craft you want to sell meets the need of people or profession or occupation in riverine areas. That's what we are talking about, using urban ideas to and applying it in where you operate. It's very important. Let me stop here. The Lord will help us. So I don't know if there are questions, contributions based on what has been said. Please, let's hear from us. What are your questions? What are your contributions? Because the budget is that by 8 we should be done. So please, questions, contributions, experiences in the past. What are the things that you did that did not work? Please, yes.
All right, Mr. Obi, thank you very much. Please, before we give room for others, I want to expatiate on a particular point that I mentioned, and that's the area of I don't know if I was the one that mentioned, or Mrs. Beckley, the area of teachers. I strongly believe that even the way our teachers appear during prize giving day goes a long way to sell the school. When they talk about scarcity of teachers, when you take care of teachers and you appreciate them openly during prize giving day, when they are going home carrying their little gifts that can be for that everybody can see, I put it to you that other teachers will be envying the school. Oh, I want to go and work in that school. I want to go and work with that knowledge. That particular school can never lack teachers. That's one aspect of it. Then thank God for Mrs. Beckley. She mentioned appreciating parents. Appreciate those that pay promptly. Appreciate those that pay even before resumption. I'm telling you, every year they look forward to that. And then I just want to suggest this. If every one of us can just go and give it a try. That is appreciating good handwriting. Last session, at the beginning of the last session, I make a declaration to the pupils that there is war. There will be war against bad handwriting. And one of my teachers just came up with this song. They said, "Auntie, I checked on the Google. Bad handwriting means griffonage." We composed a marching song towards that griffonage. I will send it to the platform. And then I started campaigning during prize giving day. I'm going to appreciate children with good handwriting. And you know what I did? I made a tag that we always put on when we are going for seminar. I make a tag like that. The small place, I put it the Hayola Memorial Group of School. I wrote the name of the child, and I wrote it the Ambassador of Good Handwriting. And during the prize giving day, I asked all the teachers to give me the name of the child with the best handwriting in their class. I told them to give it to me. And when they now give it to me, they gave me, sorry for that. When they gave me the name, so during the prize giving day, the names, during the prize giving day, we called the children out. I now called 5 parents. Said, if you are sure that you have good handwriting, come out. 10 came out. We brought out a board. I called some things for them, write it on the board. Those with good handwriting among the parents, we saw. Those with bad handwriting, we saw. So those with good handwriting among the parents, we now ask them to decorate children with good handwriting. So they now put on the tag, Ambassador of Good Handwriting. Wow. This past September, come and see how all of them are fighting. I want this July now, they are looking up to it. Some children have really changed. Even parents were caught unaware. And some of them are now coming to school. I say, hey, handwriting, mommy, Oda. I say, what are you doing at home to help us? Because they are looking forward to it. Because every day the children are coming to school with that tag. In the morning, when they dress up in their school uniform, they put on the tag. They are coming to school. So when other people see them, what is this on your clothes? Ambassador of Good Handwriting. I want to suggest, even this year, we can go ahead, even these 3 months, we can do something. And then with that, we'll be working upon the children, and then we'll be selling our school too. That's just one of the points I want to suggest, sir.
Thank you, ma. Even that on that handwriting, there is one that we also call most improved. Children, yes, children, there are some children that are very good in math. It's more like a talent. Nobody tries with them, English and all the rest. But we encourage students that may not be in any of this category, but we know that last year they got 50%, this year they are getting 60%, or this year. So you just give a tag for that, most improved and all the rest. This is very important because if a parent has been coming, I remember a situation where a parent was complaining that despite all she has done, or I can't even remember, but she mentioned that her child was not even rewarded after every other person is collecting. So when you give this kind of idea, like Ms. Mego has said, best handwriting and all, it helps to fill in the gap for those who may not have collected those other top gifts. So thank you very much, ma'am. So yes, question, Mrs. Beckley, you'll be coming in now, but before you do, please, any question, any contribution? I know that we are listening. I appreciate us to have stayed here till this long. Yes, I'm hearing so much words. Mrs. Choma, you're welcome. Please check by your side. There's a bottle of malt for speaking first. Check. Just stretch your hands and collect.
Yes. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening, ma. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mrs. Beckley. I so much appreciate. Okay, this is my first time of doing graduation ceremony.
Oh, beautiful.
And I really enjoy the discussion. But I have a question.
Go ahead, ma'am.
My question is, my school compound is not big enough, and I'm planning to use the hall. So is there any advantage or disadvantage of using your school compound?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Please, before Mrs. Beckley will answer the question, does anyone have an answer to that question? We are all here. It's a roundtable discussion. Don't forget. So there is no what do I call it? Only one speaker. So any question, any contribution to that? Yes, I'm listening. Is it Mrs. Yeah? Oh, sorry.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes,
good evening, everyone.
Yes.
Sorry, sir, mine is not a question. Sorry, it's an answer to the question. It's still the same issue that we are having. Our school compound is very small, and the only possible hall around is close to a school, as in sharing fence with a school, and we intend using it. But the parents have been saying we shouldn't use the school compound, but we are scared of maybe working for those people. I don't know. We just need an answer to this. Thank you.
So what you are saying is the compound you want to use is close to another school. Is that so? And you are afraid of using that hall. Hello, ma'am. Hello, Mrs. Or did we get the question, Mrs. Beckley? Did you get the question very well?
Okay, I think that was what.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please, okay. Well, Mrs. Beckley, you know you are. I want to give room
Yes,
for.
that's the
Yes,
question.
who else has? Yes, okay, thank you, ma'am. So who has an answer to that before Mrs. Beckley comes in? Okay, Mrs. Beckley, go ahead, please.
Okay, it is not every school that has hall. You know, if it is a rented apartment, definitely there might not be any hall there. But for somebody like me, the time we are building the school, we particularly, and I'm sure Miss Ogunye most particularly too, will have had many, about 2 or 3 halls. You have that in mind. But in a situation where you don't have a hall, let me answer the first one. And the hall that you can use is very close to another school. I think like you are afraid that probably people might even think that it is the school very close to the hall that is organizing the graduation ceremony. So I want to ask a question. Like for instance, I want to use my own as an example now. Despite the fact that we have a hall, can you believe that about 2 or 3 of my parents came to me, "Mommy, we are tired of using our hall. Can we shift to the outside this year?" You know, when we say outside, you know, your school is on a particular street, and that particular street, your school is on a street, and there is nothing stopping. I say, okay, you are suggesting where are we going to use? Mommy, ẹ jẹ́ ká pa títì, Miss Ogunye, we understand. Let us use the street and where our school is now. I say, hey, so that people will not pass. They will be shouting all over the place that Mrs. Beckley has closed the road or whatever. So, but in a situation like this, I have to explain to them with wisdom. I would rather use my hall to do whatever we want to do. I don't want to extend anything to the major road. Number one, it's like you are calling on unnecessary attention from your enemies onto yourself. If they were to be enemies, I'm not afraid of enemies, but wash and pray. That is what the Bible says. So what I'm suggesting now, if there is a space in front of your school, are you there, man? If there is space whereby you can put canopy and share, you know, at least let's say your school is here, some few meters from your school, you have space enough that will not disturb the Okada or whatever car that will be passing. I can assure you that there's nothing stopping you from doing that. That is an advice. Then, if probably you have no space in front of your school, then look for another hall. I'm sure that will not be the only hall that is nearby. You know, parents, they love graduation ceremonies very well, especially the graduates. So wherever you have decided to do it, I'm very sure they want to cooperate with you. But it is not advisable to be too far from the school. So that means you have the option of looking for a space not very close to your school whereby you can use canopy. Nothing stops you from. I've attended one end of the year party that I was invited to, and they put on canopy. They dressed everything. It was beautifully dressed. That I was even thinking, wow, this is beautiful. Look for people that can decorate. So it's not compulsory that it should be inside that hall. So that is my advice to the person that asked that question.
And
Then,
in addition to that, if the worst now come to worst, that's the only hall available. I mean, near that's the only space available near another school. Use it. Do a banner. It can even be cardboard, different ones. Write the name of your school. So it's Ayola Memorial Group of School end of the year program, so that people will know that yes, so it is not that school that is having the program, but it is your school. I don't know. You convert that your threats to sources for you. At least if in fact by the time you do the banner, you do everything, and you carry out your programs and everything, I put it to you to even be a threat to the school that is nearer that something. They will be afraid of you if your programs and everything is okay. I'm saying in the case of if the worst come to worst. That's the suggestion.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Ogunye. That was a very wonderful one too. So I want to chip in little things. Sorry, Mr. Obi. I just wanted to chip in some little things. I want to talk about MC. MC is very important in during the end of the year party. We have to be able to get a very sound MC. There was a time MC nearly ruined my end of the year party. I never knew the man was not composed. No, grammatically poor, very, very poor, presentation poor. I became an MC overnight. You know what I did? I hijacked everything from him. But the negative part of it is that I became too tired after the party. I even fell sick because I was not meant to be an MC. So we have to be able to look very well. MC is even the soul of end of the year party. You know, MC that will be so sluggish, you'll be the one telling him or her. The MC that somebody asked me to introduce one guy to me last year. In fact, I've been calling him that MP map, or what does he call himself? MAP. I'm on the line. Oh, I'm on the line. You have to come this year too. So apart from helping the school to make some little cash for herself, well organized, you know, he knew his onions. He was able to be even be arranging the program. Some of where we have some lapses, and he cover up for us. So that is that. Then somebody mentioned about Mr. Obi mentioned about food. You know, in as much as we have said it on this program that food is very important. If you have the capability to feed all your parents, go for it. No, and not preparing the food is not the most important. How do you share the food? A situation where you are holding your graduation ceremony and parents were all jointly for food, fighting one another over food. You have to be organized, very, very organized. For instance, what we normally do for the graduates and the people, the non-graduates that paid, you by before the ceremony starts, you must have given their food, their gift to their various teachers. Then you are going to arrange for teachers that are going to attend to our parents, so that there will not be any rowdiness. There will not be a situation where a parent, you know, parents could be so funny. There was a particular woman, her testimony, I can never forget it like that. He collected about 4 food, while some more about few parents came that, mommy, we saw somebody taking 4 food, and me, I've never taken one. Thank God that I had some food reserved in my office that I brought out at the last minute. It shouldn't be like that. Let us be well organized. Take some particular set of teachers, they may be 4, 5. You are the one that is going to play this role. You are going to play this role, so that the essence of what you have done will be applauded. You know, imagine you spending a lot of money. At the end of the day, you are able to feed half of your parents, and you have spent a lot. That is not a good one. So I think it's very, very important to put that in our mind. Thank you very much, Mr. Obi.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma, for your respectful contribution. Mrs. Yeah, oh, please forgive me. It was. Did you understand? Have you gotten answer to your question, ma? Mrs. Iya, have you gotten the answers to your question, ma?
Yes, I have. Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma. So, is there anyone with also a question or an answer to what have been said? And by the way, don't forget, please, after this or during this program, you can scroll up and see some of the things that have been done. It's important you do that. We had how to retain your good teachers. Many teachers are leaving the education system. In fact, I've had talks with some others and about this. So please do well to get this for your own sake. Also, miracle centers. When we were also discussing on some schools, do not even know that they are liable to be closed down because of miracle center. These are we're in the age of information, and if you don't have this information, you may be thinking that your problem is very big, whereas it's a very small thing if you can get the right information. And number 3, we also talked about summer lesson, a tool for massive student enrollment. Now, summer is very close. August is here, and we are going to be having summer lessons. In fact, in the seminar, we talked about whether you should even have it or not, the do's and don'ts, the pros and cons. So I encourage you to check it out. Meet any of the executives. You can meet Mrs. Beckley and tell her that, okay, I need each of these pieces. Just scroll up, you will see where we put the picture resource center, and just go through the process of doing it. Also remember that in the future there's something we're already preparing for. All you need to know about your school business, it's very important. That thing, you should not miss it. If you're already in school now, there are some other documents that some things you should know about running your business, so that you avoid issues in the course of your business. And if you're a teacher here, or whether you're a teacher or not, but you will have vision in the education system, you are planning to start your own school very soon, please do well to connect with us, so that once that project is ready, you will also be contacted to and know how to go about it. Thank you very much. So we are gradually coming towards the end of today's assignment. I want to appreciate us, but I'm not giving the vote of thanks, of course. I want to ask now, what are your questions? What are your contributions on this issue, on your graduation ceremony? Generally, if you want to tell us what have you learned, Mrs. Precious, let me start with you. What can you take from what we've done, Mrs. Precious? Mrs. Oh, please let's do that. What have you taken from what we've done today? Mrs. Adebimpe, sorry. Adebimpe, you raised your hand before and you've not said it. You didn't say anything. Okay. Since okay, some people are coming up. Okay, please, thank you so much. Your bottle of malt, check under your bra, it's right there.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to add in something. I remember the last section, not this new one that we are almost rounding up. The last section.
Yes.
I just got an idea as regards the Father's Day celebration.
Okay.
So I told my boss that why can't we just do something different? That have they ever done this? And she said no. I said okay, why not just attend, talk to some parents, then they'll release their children maybe very early around 6:30 to 7. They'll come along with them. Then we got some strategic locations. So we now have to like map up two teachers with two pupils, especially those in the upper grade, like grade 4 to 6. So we got like three each, then two teachers. So we had to map out like four different locations. So we got different items. So our target was to reach out to the daddies that are going to work early in the morning in that environment,
Okay.
wishing them a Father's Day. So he gave us some items, and even we even reached out to some Okada men. It was so fun that we're like, how would you give an Okada rider? You can't look down on anyone. So we're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's give up like two flyers each, even to the Okada men and any man around in that environment. And to our surprise, the new section, we got about 23 new pupils because of that.
Wow.
One of the parents that came, we were asking him that, how did you get to know about it? He said it was the Okada that he entered that morning that gave him the flyer. And the Okada man
Wow.
was like, why not take your child? He was like, I don't really have, my baby is just growing, it's just 2 years. They said, yes, just try the school. Even the Okada man does not really know where the school is located. But because the address is there, the way he talked about the school, the man came and they are presently parents of my school. So that's
Wow.
just another way too that I feel like the Father's Day is also coming up. You can just reach out to daddies around because most time we know that these are daddies that are paying school fees and the rest. So and they can also convince the mommies, their wives. So that was why I said, okay, we've always been celebrating mommies, the mothers. Let's do something different this year, and that was the outcome we got.
Thank you very much. You see,
It was
fathers,
very
you just did something. Let me ask you a question. When you were doing for mothers, how many children you entered? You see, just fathers. Don't worry, just leave it like that. fathers, Father's Day are very powerful. Thank you, man. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that addition. Is there another person before Mrs. Ogui and Ms. Beckley also round up? I want to add something while somebody is coming up. I want to add this. Please, school business is not for the weak. Can say that based on a few experiences I've had. It's not for the weak. Now, wherever your school is, I want you to, there's a word Mr. Google use, mindset. I want you to believe that your school will expand, no matter the challenges that may come. You must have that faith. Even when things are turning down, it look as if things are turning around. You must just, this thing will work. What I'm doing will work. What I'm doing will work. It's going to succeed. Whether you see teachers leaving and you're, how with this, it will succeed. I have experienced that not once, not twice. Where you see that sometimes you'll be asked, these people have not come. God, how do I do this? Before you know, before the end of the day, you begin to see how things are just working in place. So don't take the place of God in this. Whatever religion, don't take the place out of the place of God for joke. Just have that faith that what you're doing will work. All right, thank you, ma'am. So since there are no questions, contributions, please, if you have a question and contribution, do well to speak. Do well to speak. But if there's none, Mrs. Oguye, just give me your final talk on. Okay, I'm hearing Mr. or is it Mrs. Z Praise. Please go ahead. Maybe this will be the last person.
Okay, good evening.
Yes. Good evening, ma. Sorry, ma. Where are the men? I'm just like I'm the only man here. What?
Honestly, no backup for you.
It
All
is
right,
well.
I
Go ahead,
honestly,
ma.
I'm so excited and I'm happy I didn't miss out on this roundtable discussion. I really learned a lot. Some of the takeaways are ambassador of good handwriting. I think I fell in love with that immediately. Yes, I think it's one aspect a lot of people ignore during prize giving. You tend not to focus on appreciating. And you said something. You said we should. I think is it you or Mrs. Ogun that most improve. That because some
Yes.
children might not be good in English and maths, you should find a way of giving them something. At least let them feel that the one session is not a complete waste. So I think is one aspect we must explore. And again, another thing you said about when you're talking about drama, that we should leverage on, but we should be careful. I just want to add that there are parents that when they come for the program like that, and at the end, their children didn't present, didn't do anything, they are sad, they're not happy. That alone, parents can, for just any reason, remove their children from a school.
Yes.
One even
Yes.
changed the child school because they did not give the child balloon. They said they just to change
Ah,
the child school. They
it
did
is well.
Valentine Day, they share balloon, the girl didn't get, and after that Valentine, she detained the girl at home. That the girl should spend the remaining second term and change the school by third term. Parents can because of any reason. So, and I discovered in my own case that every year in, year out, some children truly, if you don't create one name for them, they might not get anything. So I decided, okay, we just look at, there are some children that they may not be good in this, they may not, just look for something they are good at and give it a name. Then you call out this set of people so that they too will feel appreciated. Their parents will lift their shoulder up on that day that, wow, my child too is able to get a gift. There are some parents, the children cannot actually present, but they want their children to feature. So you need to apply wisdom in the kind of event you will put them so that they don't rubbish the school and also rubbish their parents. And at the end, the parents will blame the school. Like, after all the money I'm paying, my child is not doing well. But they say they want the child to present, and the child's capability. Every parent want their children to present. So I think we need to apply wisdom. And in the area of food, like Mrs. Beckley said, just try and give them food. One woman once told me that when you give birth, do people pay you to come to your naming and for you to feed them? That the answer is no. That the same thing applies to speech day. You don't have to rely on the money you are getting from them. Invest your own money because it's a way of marketing your school. That give food to anybody that comes. That might be the only thing that might say, okay, let me take my child to this school. But when you deny them food, they're like, this school is stingy and so many things, they can, because of that, remove their children. Then that the aspect of not repeating program, I also like that because immediately they said it, I said, wow, this is it. If you let them come with the expectation of like, what am I expecting again this year? Not the usual, they'll come and do cultural dance and so many other things. You understand? So for me anyway, what I do is, like, some weeks to the day, I post on our platform sight and sound, whatever I target from last year speech day. So I put up pictures, videos of the things we've done so that new parents that join us that session that have not witnessed any of our program will see and will like, wow, we'll be looking forward to, wow, I didn't know this is something this big. You understand? So what I do, I post from our last session, previous session, and all that like that. So I post glitz and sites from last year speech day. So some of them, this thing endear their hearts to want to, okay, this is it. I like this. I want to go and be part. Then another thing I try to do is I create a parent forum on that day. Prior to that, I sent out letter and give topic. We'll pick a topic. We'll have a parent forum where parents can actually talk. We'll have a moderator. So parents are always looking forward to. There are some parents when they are leaving house. It was one of my church members that told me that his landlord said he's coming for a program in my school. I say, which he said he's coming for a program. He was already telling everybody in the community that he has a role he wants to play on that speech day. Things like that. So that is what I do. We have a parent segment where we tag parent forum. it is anchored by a teacher. You give a topic. The topic might be, should a child be caned in school or not? Where we expect parents to argue for or against. So we give them letter
Wow.
when they come on that day, and that when it's time for that, we engage them on that. So parents are always looking forward to that. So because of this, a lot of parents look forward to attending our speech day. Then another thing for any intending parents that comes to make inquiry this third term, I make sure I take down their number. Then I will send them invitation. I'll tell them, come around, come and see us. That is on a speech day like this, you can really get to what? See us. So then you can be further convinced that this is a place for your child. They will not like, well, if they come with it, I say, don't worry, you eat. So prior to that, I keep calling another. Some of them come down. After coming, they see it. Some of them register their children with their convinced. Some might choose to do otherwise. So that's that.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. I don't know. Have you received your bottle of malt? Just check. Oh, I'm going to call Nkechi now to send
Please
it. Have
call.
you
I've not.
received? Thank you, man. That's wonderful. In fact, people that were not here have missed. Well, it is well. We trust that the anointing we receive here will reach them. All right. So thank you very much for your patience. I'm going to ask Mr. Guyo now to give us concluding points or whatever summary she wants to give, and then Ms. Beckley will round it off for us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the honor. Now, to conclude, I want to say something from the last speaker. I want to inform us that we can also grow our school by making use of the toddler children. Who are the children in the category of children? The 2 years, 2.5, 3 years, 4 years children. You know, when you bring them together, even if it is all of them in that class or whatsoever, all of them. In fact, in my school, it don't matter their number. If they are 40, if they are 45, at least we have arms and classes like that. We make sure all of them come out and they recite so many things with actions and come and see the parents. They're happy. In fact, they will not allow the school photographer to take a photograph because each parent will want to say, okay, recite all of them together are saying it. So they won't easily pinpoint who is talking, who is not talking, because everything is full of action. I tell you that alone, you know, at resumption, if at least in the last 10 years, I will say that our enrollment, we have more enrollment in those classes, toddler, kindergarten, or whatever name, nursery section you call it. So that's another way. In preparing for prize giving day, let's engage the children in the nursery section, 2 years and above and everything. They can also help in. And you know what we also do? Because of the nature of our own school, we have a big fence. We will take the children's pictures, especially where they have action. We will now paste it, we do it on a banner and paste it on the school wall. So everybody passing will see, come and see the parents at resumption. Some will even post it on their status on Facebook, and we have carefully put it on the wall. The name of the school is showing at the background. So there is no way they will take a particular
It's the network.
Yeah. Ms. Oguya, are you back now? Oh, this is very
I think
quiet.
it's gone.
Okay. So, Mrs. Beckley, but once she comes,
So,
she will just conclude.
okay. I
Yeah,
want
but
to
you can
appreciate
go ahead.
Mrs. Z Praise. She has actually added so very important points. I pray for more wisdom for her. Mrs. Ogunye too. While I'm rounding up, I just want to add to the fact that we can talk. I want to mention about just 2-3 things again briefly that we can also do during our end of the year session. We can organize games for our parents. You know, I attended one end of the year party last year. I could see the excitement. You know, they organized games. You know, like who could drink fast, who could finish this chicken in time. You know, very very interesting. And I could see parents saying, next year I'm going to come first. Very very entertaining and very very good. Then the kind of gifts that we give out to our children are also very important. In the past, I've made a lot of mistakes that some of the gifts we give to the children, some parents will come back, we want the gift that will be useful for the children. While in the course of some other parent will come, please, we want coolers, big one. As a school, you should be able to make your ground stand family. Make sure that whatever you give out will be useful to the children than the parents. And that's the final say. As a school, you must have your own culture, must have the way you do your things. You don't have to allow the parents to push you here and there. Trust parents. Why some will be clamoring for coolers and all these giant things, and the others will be asking for school uniform or textbooks or this. So in that aspect, we have to apply our wisdom. Then again, I want us to make use of, just like Miss Ogwe has said, that was a very wonderful one. Very, very, very wonderful one. And the parents forum that Mrs. Z. Fraser said. So while rounding up, I want to appreciate everyone that has come. It is quite unfortunate that we couldn't see some of our people here.
Hold on, ma.
Okay.
I'm sorry, ma. Yes, ma. Let me see if we can, so that you will just give the final appreciation. I want whether
Okay.
Mrs. Oguye is ready to conclude what she was saying.
Okay.
Mrs. Oguye, ma.
Is she back? Miss
Yes,
Ogwe.
yes, yes.
Please,
I
please,
said, I said, I want to call
just
our
1
attention
minute.
to that. Yes, any day, anytime we want to pick to have our program, it is important that we take note of the number of parents that will attend. As in, you trying to know when majority will attend, because it will be useless if we take our time to prepare and one quarter are going to be present. For instance, in our school, our parents agree that we should be having our prize giving day on Saturdays. They will tell you it is on Saturday they have chance, and come and see it on Saturday. If you say we start by 10, by 9:55, I tell you 80% are on seat, because we agree to the time all of them will be available. So if you're having your prize given day, plan it on a day and a time that the parents, you have 80% of a parent on ground, because it will be useless for you to prepare your program and no one to watch. So that's the final point I want to raise. Thank you very much for the privilege.
Thank you, ma. Bless you, ma. So, Mrs. Beckley, you can go ahead and give a vote of thanks.
So I want to appreciate everyone that has joined us on this beautiful program. I wonder why we call for a program like this that our people will not even want to come. It doesn't cost anybody any money. We are here. We created the page for us to learn, for us to be able to push our school to the highest realm of glory. We call, people will not come as if we have not said anything. So I want to congratulate the few people that are here. Even personally, I've learned a lot tonight, because wisdom is the principal thing, and nobody is a perfect person when we are talking of wisdom. When you listen to other people's advice, you'll be able to do well in whatever you do. So I appreciate God for my own life too, for being here tonight, because I've learned a lot. So I want to appreciate those that have contributed, those that didn't say anything, but they were here. Iya Olowo, she always comes to our seminar. Yes. So I pray that the Almighty God will bless us all. If you are here as a teacher, I pray that the Almighty God will bless you, that we have the opportunity of starting your own school. No knowledge is lost. If you want to start your own school, you come here anytime we call. Definitely you are going to be blessed, and you have cause to glorify God. So I pray that the Almighty God will bless us, bless our schools. All our efforts shall never be in vain. So shall it be in the name of Jesus. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Mr. Daniel.